Hi everybody, I am General War Thunder. This is a start of a new series that I want to try out. I'm gonna call it Nostalgia because it involves a lot of nostalgic toys, video games, movies, a lot of stuff from my childhood that I just want to review, maybe go over, see if look at some remasters. My first up is going to be, oops, almost dropped it, the Lego X-Wing Starfighter. I used to have a Lego X-Wing as a kid, and I saw that this had been re-released, so I wanted to see if it's the exact same, if some things have changed, and let's get to it. Alright, so, starting off, box looks pretty identical. This is a classic in the Death Star trench, obviously. It comes with Luke, R2, I don't remember if Leia came with the original, and I don't know who the general is. So, well, that's pretty much it. This has always been part of the new series, new set, because the one I remember didn't have the whole white outline. And the side, in the back, it's in the Rebel hangar. So, first thing I noticed is it has a button that unfolds the wings. The one that I remember having, it had a knob and a rubber band that would unfold the wings. Also, the engines are different. Again, the one I had, the engines were one small, solid piece. This looks like you build the individuals for each wing. The last side. Alright, let's open her. Trying to open a box and hold a phone at the same time. Not really working, and my finger keeps getting caught in frame. So, because I clearly know what I'm doing. Alright, put box aside. And my radio. Alright, instructions. Bag 1. The instructions. Bag 1, 4, 3, and 2. Alright. Put the bags to the side. Let's get number 1. Open and go. Alright, I switched to my GoPro. Hopefully get a better angle. Sorry, the lighting is kind of messed up. Let's see if this will help. My desk light. That did not help. Alright. And headless Luke. Wow. How long has it been since I played with Legos? I just tried to put R2-D2's head on his butt. Oh, I saw this. They gave me a tool to help get all the little pieces off where they get stuck. And we didn't need a tool. These are teeth. And I'm pretty sure I swallowed a few Legos doing that, but still. I just pull all the pieces out like a normal person. Still missing his head. I have a feeling I just poured out extra pieces, and I'm gonna have them some left over because I'm a smart person. There you go, Rebel Pilot loot. Oops, it's through the lightsaber. Yeah, it falls. There you go. Try and get it to stand up, but it won't. Fine, we can just sit. Of course. I just realized I'm not even building in front of the camera. Like, what's the point of that if I'm not even going to do it right? Trying to get the best angle for this. Because experimenting while doing is the best way to do it. Pre-planning, I've never heard of such a thing. The L's. Where are the L's? Watch, this is going to be one of the worst video series ever because I have no idea what I'm doing. But learn while you do. Just completely put this aside then. Alright. And now we start the nose of the ship. If I can find the right pieces. Because, like I said, I clearly know what I'm doing. Ta-da! There. That one. And that one. I remember the first time building this, I built it so wrong. My brother told me, or I had to get my brother to help me. And the first thing he told me to do was to break it, because I messed up that badly. I just realized this is the wrong piece. There we go. I can read instructions. Where is... There it is. And voila! I have made a V. Victory! That bends. Look at that, I'm already skipping steps. Totally missed the pilot's chair. I will remain animate that I can read, even though I probably messed a lot of things up just now. There it is. This goes right here. And I'm missing a piece. This goes right here. And I'm missing a black piece that needs to go right there. Did it fall? Am I blind? Is this piece vital or can I skip it? Let's just go with the assumption that it is. Let's just keep going and hopefully it'll come up. Magically spring up, which has happened before. Like, I'll need a piece, I can't find it, so I move on, and then somehow it appears. Happens with a lot of things, actually. This is probably camera. There we go. There we go. I need these two right in front of it. Drop it on the ground. Oh. It never fell out of the bag. That's nice. So, there we go. Now I need one of you. Two right there. Yeah, apparently I'm supposed to do this before the nose, but this one, this one, 4, 2, and 2. Ta-da. if you can hear my dogs, I'm sorry. There's been a cat. There's actually been a number of cats that have come into our yard, and they can see them, and they're going nuts every time they see them. It was funny. Earlier, it was on our deck, and we have a little bowl out there of water for when our dogs like to run around outside. And the cat was on our deck, just drinking the water. Our dogs were going nuts, barking at it. It looked up from drinking the water, looked right at our dogs, and wasn't moving. Wasn't intimidated at the slightest. At either one of our dogs, just barking and going nuts. I was like, oh, that's pretty. I'm like, look at that chutzpah on this cat. So I opened the door because I wanted to go pet it, but as soon as I unlocked it, it ran away. As soon as I turned the deadbolt, it was like, zoom. And our dogs went out of the back door into the pen. And our pen loops around our house. So, like, where part of our deck, like, here's where our deck ends, and here's where the pen begins. So it was like, so they were right in the pen, just barking at the cat. And I swear, I think it slowed down just to look at them and mock on them. Because it's a cat. Reinforcement pieces for the hinges. I would probably cry if this, if none of my audio got recorded. Because I didn't listen to the previous video. I did a test video, but I didn't listen to it. So I don't know if any of my audio is getting recorded. Because, like I said, I of course know what I'm doing. Ta-da. Flip it around. Do the same. Four pieces. Right here. And right here. Ta-da. And ta-da. Be a two-piece somewhere. Ta-da. There's that. There's that. And I make the nose even longer. I have $1. Yep. Let's say I had $1 that says there's a piece that connects all this, that way it'll just fall off. And lo and behold, there it is. And did it. And big old flat piece right there. And then these vented pieces right here. And now the smooth pieces. I do not remember these smooth pieces in the original X-Wing. So it may have had them, and I'm just not remembering it correctly. But, like I said, there are a lot of things that are already different about this X-Wing than the original one that I remember. Because I remember vividly that there was... Hang on. Yeah, there was a dial that turned And that's how the wings unfolded. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I don't know. Here. Nope. Still skipping directions. For some reason. Forgot to put a piece down. There we go. And there we go. Now I need you right here. And you right on the opposite side. Oh boy, there are stickers involved. I am not going to do stickers. I've always hated stickers because if I'm very OCD, so if I can't get the sticker right like the first time, it'll bug me for the rest of my life. I've actually like ruined things because I'll take it off and try to do it again. Like my Xbox, the skin that I have for it. Took me 5 tries just to get it, and I'm so glad that the glue didn't wear off. I don't even know what bag the stickers are in. Well, that'll happen later, if ever. Flip it over. This goes right here. And flip it back. I like how the instructions actually say, like, flip it. That's funny. This goes right here. You go right there. Right here to connect them. The dashboard goes there. Oh man, this doesn't have a targeting computer. You know what? Waste of money. It doesn't have every single microscopic detail. This is a total waste of money. I feel cheated. I need my money back, Lego. I have a feeling if I got my dad to help me with this, he would have like a lot more lore knowledge, I guess. Nope, that didn't go there. There we go. My father is very knowledgeable about the extended universe. Of course, back then, because he read the books and everything, so, but like I said, back then, that was canon, but now it's not. So he's not knowledgeable on Star Wars anymore, he's just knowledgeable on the extended universe, blah, blah, blah. Like, good God, people. And then the cut. And ta-da! That is bag number 1 with pieces still left out. So like I said, I've probably screwed something up somewhere. Well, if that comes back to haunt me, we'll find out. I'm going to put you in the carpet. I will build it literally around you. Because I can. I don't remember the original having like these armrests for him. I just remember him being put in it. And like sticking to it. And same with you, R2. I will build the ship around you. Alright. On to bag number 2. That is 4. I can't open a bag. I'm ashamed of myself. Make sure all the pieces are out this time. All the pieces. Alright. I wonder what would happen if someone did that to a lightsaber. Put them they'd probably burn themselves. Slice their hands off. Yep. And putting the hair on wrong. Hello, in general, I have no idea who you are. I probably do. I just can't think of her right now at the moment. I put Leia's head on that body. Alright, well. They're cross-dressing for the moment. And the general is wearing Leia's dress. And Leia is the general. Pretty sure this is backwards. Yep, this is backwards. He's going undercover. It's Princess Leia. With a beard. What is this supposed to be anyway? And this is going to be the thing that controls the wings. Yeah, this is already looking way more complicated than just a rubber band that can fold stuff. Isn't that weird how Lego gets more convoluted? You'd think the one thing that would be the same forever would be Lego. I guess that's too much to ask for. Or maybe I'm just dumb. There we go. Underside of the ship. And now I need 2 sticks. Right there. That's 1. Right in front of the GoPro stand, so I couldn't see it. 2 sticks. I remember these. The most crucial part. Only because if you screwed it up even slightly, it would never work again. The gray one. Another gray one. M. Or W. small T. Nope, I already messed up. Supposed to go in the middle. Man, I really cannot read. How did I even make it out of grade school? Can't even read Lego instructions properly. Right. Now the blue ones. And another blue one. Right in front. I need a really thin one. Here we go. I think it's one thing that I've always wondered about Lego is like, why do I need 2 of these? Why don't you just make a piece that's that size already instead of... I feel like that would save a lot of more time. I have a feeling of why a lot of these are like several thousand pieces. That's only because you're just stacking a lot on top of each other. Okay, put that to the side. Start on another piece. Let's do one way and one the other for variety. Opposite at the end. And, oops. Trying to do this in front of the camera, and I'm looking at my phone. Because my phone is controlling the GoPro, so I'm trying to do this. Fighting against myself. Because why make things easy? Easy is for the weak. This one goes like this. Yep, there we go. And then just plant it right on top. Hooray! I did something without messing up. What's going on here? Okay, I see what's happening. Need to do this. And this one. That's weird. It's like suction cup, but part cross. I really hope these don't need to be that straight. Otherwise, this is going to get really complicated. Once again, it's a Lego. Should not be that complicated. Come on. Turn it. Make it straight. There we go. Then the red piece. The red piece goes. Voila. Oh, and do another one. Oh, doing something completely different. Mass hysteria, cats and dogs. the Lego store. I think it just reopened in my area. I think it may have been open during the lockdown, but well, because my Lego store is at the mall, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't open during the lockdown, but still. My dad keeps saying the governor has ordered all establishments in Texas reopen for 100%. I don't know if that's true. I barely pay attention to the news or politics. Alright, what do I need to do? Huh, a cross and a section. Like I said, so many new pieces. Because, I don't know. Because they can, apparently. I need to do this twice. There's something. You get to see my glorious hands. For, oh my god, I'm going on 30 minutes. This is gonna be a while. Especially since my GoPro's dying. I must charge it. Oh, I'm gonna break in the video for a second. Alright, got a new angle because my GoPro needs to charge. So I have a side angle of building. How do I do this? Let's put this on. This one. And cross pieces. Ta-da. There's one piece. Ah, there it is. It was sitting on top of another white piece that I couldn't see. Okay, so apparently it's supposed to be like this. Am I reading it right? One part right. These and the other end. Huh. Oh, I already lost the tool that's supposed to help me with this. There we go. And that's how we did it in the old days. We just used a piece that was roughly the same shape and just used that. Back in my day, I can't do an old man voice. Ta-da. It says it's dying, but I hope it's still charging. I really hope it's getting enough power to record while it charges, otherwise I'm going to be sad. I think it's funny. I keep talking like I'm gonna upload these one at a time, but then I remembered I have video editing software. So it's actually not going to look like that. I'm just being dumb. These go right here. And thankfully I do have audio equipment. That way I can mute my dog's barking. Hopefully. I am not the best video editor. More stickers. Not gonna happen. Apparently it's supposed to go like this. Right onto the X-Wing. Supposed to go like this. Supposed to put them in between these two holes right here. Trying to get a good angle so I can show you guys. There we go. Now that's done. Put that aside. Start off with a square. It says start with the square, but then I need to put stuff under the square. I feel like those two steps need to be reversed. Oh boy. That was nuts. He's a rescue from Illinois. So. Pretty sure he's never seen because where we lived in Illinois wasn't really the country, but it wasn't the city either. So he's experiencing a lot of stuff that he's never seen before. I don't think he's seen a deer yet, but I can't wait to see. I can't wait till that happens. I'll probably go ballistic when he sees a deer for the first time. Peace. I've seen like, I looked up a couple Lego builds so I can get an idea of what I wanted to do for this. And a lot of them were just like speed building through it or doing a time lapse. I'm just like, I mean, I understand why. It's at the same time, it's just like good time to engage. Like if I was doing this live, I could be responding to chat or anything, but I've tried Twitch streaming and it doesn't work. But I'm not a computer whiz, so I might just have been doing something wrong. But I kept getting like audio errors. Lay that down. Like, I would be, like, they could see me, but they couldn't hear me. And try doing podcasts on it. Wouldn't work. But I like this. This is a nice little vlog, I guess. I'm talking to you guys, or do a little diary type deal as I build Legos. I guess one thing that a lot of people watch me for are Ruby reviews, or Ruby fanfiction, all that. God, I'm still not reading directions. So one of my fanfics is becoming a comic. I finally have enough patrons to cut back my work hours and devote some time to that. Like, I still work on the weekends when they're busy and they need people, and I can make a lot of good tips on the weekend. Tips are always nice. Get some extra cash. Already forgotten what I was doing. Man, how do you do this when you can't even do it? When you can't even think straight or talk straight? But, well, I mean, I guess that's a big thing about being a writer. You procrastinate a lot. Like, this has been sitting in my room for a week. Because, like I said, I procrastinate. Then... connection. Almost done with the body. And then move on to the wings. Get this piece. Get this piece. Nope, not this piece. Get one of these pieces. Currently rereading a story by one of my partner authors. I'm gonna reread it, then I'll, the plan is to reread it, then do a makeshift interview with him about the style choices. It's gonna be a new series. I have lots of series ideas. Wow, that's right next to my window. I'm supposed to, like, snake this through? I'll put it right here. Is this one? Is that what this is saying? Let's do this. And that's what it says. It looks like I'm supposed to do it twice for the other side. If one were to guess. More stickers. So many stickers. You know what? I'll do the stickers. Do the stickers afterwards, once it's all done. Yep, that was right. The second one. Okay, back to what I was saying before I got distracted, because I'm clearly a master of focus. I'm going to be interviewing Stereotypical Gamer on his choices with how he wrote it, why he wrote it. Not really why he wrote it, but you get what I'm saying. Why he chose the ships that he chose. What dynamic he's going with it. If he'll make a sequel. He doesn't... He's told me that before that he doesn't like doing sequels. which I understand. If you get it, if you do something, the first time and you are happy with how it ended, you shouldn't really make a sequel. I don't know if that's the right word choice. How can you be a writer but you don't know words? Flip it over. One piece to connect them all. One of another author that I communicate with, he does reactions too. He wants to do Lord of the Rings series. I'm just like, good God, man, you're gonna need new hands if you're gonna do that one. Or once you're done with that. And now, the body of the X-Wing is done. It looks very phallic, but I am a mature adult. I do not have the mind of a child. That totally looks like an X-Wing. It does not look like anything else. And I'm ending up with spare pieces, and I really hope that's just because LEGO adds spare pieces, and I'm not just skipping important instructions. Oh, it comes with landing gear. That's cool. I don't think the first one did. In fact, I believe the first one, you just built a stand, and didn't have like actual landing gear. If that makes any sense. Well, that's actually pretty cool. And then, to be fair, this was years ago. Probably fair to say maybe over a decade. It's been 84 years. Yeah, I still have my Titanic movie. And I mean my original Titanic movie. The one where it takes 2 VHS cassettes to play. How many people actually know what a VHS is anymore? It's like how old are you? I remember VHS. Or if you really want to get old, I remember Betamax and HD DVDs. There we go. One landing foot. Thank you. One landing foot. Oh my God. There's a warning in the instructions not to shoot this in someone's eye. I mean, what's the point then? This one? I need the one with the hole. I put it on it, or is it in front of it? Yes, I put it on it. And then this goes on that. Brown piece goes right next to it. Oh yeah, it goes on this one. Let's say. And there should be another one right here. There should be a piece just as long as the wing. Oh no, not just as long as the wing. Perfect. Now, when I was younger, I could actually do those announcer voices, but I think when I hit puberty and my voice deepened, I couldn't do them anymore. which is weird. Like, shouldn't you be able to do them better as an adult? But I guess not. I guess biology doesn't work that way. Or maybe it does, because, well, I barely passed biology. I barely passed any of my classes. I'm lucky I even graduated. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a typical podcast because, man, even by myself I get off topic. Wow. Back to the series idea. That'll be a thing. It's what's it called? Wow. Can't remember. Oh, yes. A lot of people like to do book reviews and such, like actual literature. God. You read actual books? Well, I'm going to do fan fiction reviews. Am I reading this wrong? Yeah, there's supposed to be a piece. Ah, here it is. You read actual literature? God. Yes, I will do fan fiction reviews. And I know a good couple of authors on Discord, so if they can spare the time, I will try to do interviews with them. Like, on their thought process, what they want to do, what they're going to do with this series. I'm in a Discord server with a very popular series. I will not say what it is, because I do not have his permission to, like, name drop him, and I don't want to just name drop, be like one of those guys. So I won't say what it is, but like I said, maybe, hopefully, I will try to score an interview with the authors and see what is going on. I know a stereotypical gamer wants to, or is leaving fan fiction. He said it in the podcast. This is not something like he told me in confidence. But, yeah. With the disappointment of Volume 8, he's leaving fan fiction and is just moving to a completely new fandom. That's how disappointed in the series he is. I'm just like, damn. Like, damn, son. But I can understand. Like, my brother gave up after Volume 3. Like, he tried. He watched Volume 4, and I'm pretty sure he checked out after that. The only reason he watched Volume 5 is because I made him. Yeah, I can understand. It's like, this series is like, it's gotten so disappointing, but I've been watching this since high school, so it's like, I'm invested at this point. I've invested 7 years of my life into this. I'm gonna see how this ends. Gamer's gonna do the same thing. He'll come, like, when it goes to HBO, or it's supposed to go to HBO, like, basically when the series is done, he'll watch it in, like, one sitting, because the episodes are relatively short. And that's his plan. Which makes sense. That was me with South Park. Because South Park turned from an episodic series into like season-wide arcs, and I was like, it was just such a major shift for me that I checked out of the series. But given the fact that we've had to stay inside for, wow, already a year we've had to be inside. Jeez. But yeah, since we've been stuck inside for a good year, I was like, well, I mean, I got nothing else to do. May as well catch up on South Park. And it's not terrible. I do miss the episode. It's not terrible. It's not good either. Well, I don't know about you, but if y'all disagree with me, I mean, I'm open to have a debate on it, but yeah. I can't imagine waiting a week. Like, a lot of the episodes, I can't imagine waiting a week just to be disappointed. Oh, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? That is hitting too close to home. At least it's not as bad as, like, traditional anime, where you wait a whole season for just more filler. So, at least it's not that. Or, actually, it kind of was. A lot of filler in South Park. Well, a lot of filler in these, season-long arcs. Because, yeah, I was really checking out at that point. This will be, I'm guessing, the bottom wing, because it has a landing foot. And the engine. Like I said, this is already different, because the X-Wing I had as a kid, the wing, or the engine, was one solid piece. It was like that big, but it was like that big, but it was still one solid piece. Do everything right? It looks like I did. This part. For any of you interested, or if you're actually watching this, I have partnered with someone that is helping me with my reactions. I know a lot of people... I know I asked a lot of people, and got some mixed reviews. Some were encouraging me to keep going. Some were dicks, because the Ruby fandom is very toxic. Because I don't even know why. They're just extremely toxic, and that's not fun at all. Time to attach the wing. If it will. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now I just need this other foot. So, I'd like to clarify, he's helping me with my reaction. He's not just doing them. I'd like to point that out. So, if he does something that you guys don't like, I won't tell what reactions he's done. I won't tell you what reactions he's done. We're working together. It's a partnership. That way, you won't know what's his and what's mine. And I would love to go on a rant about all the authors who promised to help me and have pretty much fucked me over, but I won't, because the fanfiction community guidelines tell me not to bully other authors. the guidelines also say that if an author asks for help, help them. And don't just, like, this is a place where authors come to learn and help each other. Not to say, oh yeah, I'll help you, take their document and just fuck you over. One of the reaction authors, he wants to collab with me. I asked him if he wanted to join the server where we do our work, and he's like, no thanks. Well, I'm just like, well, how are we going to collab? Like, how are we going to collab if you're not in the server? And he's just ignoring the question, so, well, I mean, I can't force him to join the server, but if he doesn't, well, then I'll just put the document that we work on in the server, and my partner can work with what he's got. Because I will not turn my back on him like the other fucks who have turned their backs on me. I won't do that. And like I said, I'd love to call him out. I wanted to do that. I wanted to put in like an author's note and just calling out all the people, but the guidelines say no, and I'll just rant about them. Fucking assholes. I just hate people who make a promise and then don't do it. I've done that in the past, and I now understand why that was bad. I guess you just have to... You have to experience it to understand why it was wrong. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's common sense. It's just like... Yeah. You should have known not to do that. Just like, people do that all the time. Like, you've done that. Like, old girlfriend in high school was in tears. She's like, and you say you do something, but you don't do it. It's like, you've done the same to me. I know a lot of people will probably say you should have been the bigger person and not done that, but I don't know. I was in high school. I was petty in high school. I'm still petty, but still. Like, I'm still very petty, but the point is, I probably shouldn't have done it just because she did it, and a lot of people. Just like, you live and learn. A lot of people can't be trusted. Yes, fanfic authors are just like that. Can't be trusted. But that's why I won't do the same to him. Because he's volunteering his time to help me. He's asked for my help. And I will not turn my back on him like the other authors have. It's probably, what, third time I've said that? But just want to reinforce that point. An ex-YouTube like I had a partner that was supposed to be helping me with YouTube stuff, and we had a falling out over a fucking game. I'm on this long rant. Like, I really should have done it sooner. Really should have broken things off with him sooner, but I don't know. He was my oldest friend for a long time, but looking back, he really wasn't that good of a friend. If he's watching, he'll probably pull some shit saying I was the one in the wrong. Never takes responsibility for his actions, so he'll probably just force it all on me. Or try to turn it all on me. But I'll just ignore him and block him like I've done on everything. And one of the last things he said was like, he was going on a long rant about like how it's like a chore, how I act like it's a chore to play with him. Because it is. It fucking was. We had to do things his way, and he would get upset if we didn't. And now, almost done. Just need the top wings now. A full little thing. If we didn't do things his way, or if we didn't help him get these medals, he would throw a fit, and I was tired of hearing it. He messaged me saying, "You're on all the time and you never invite me." Like, you're on all the time too and you never invite me. He's like, "I shouldn't have to, it's common courtesy, blah blah blah." It's like, what? And another thing was, I told him about my Patreon, and I was hoping he would donate, but he's just like, "You're making money off of somebody," because I write fan fiction, so he's like, "You're making money off somebody else's work. I can't support that." And then not like 5 minutes later, he's going on about this grand plan of his that he wants to do a show about Mass Effect. I'm just like, so you won't support me because I'm writing fan fiction, but you want to do this show about Mass Effect, and that's okay? Like, I don't remember you being on the development team for Mass Effect, so what the fuck is this? But once again, if he is watching, he'll probably go on this fucking rant that I won't read. If I see that he's commented, and he's like, and it's a full-on rant, I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna delete and ban him. Not putting up with that shit. We're supposed to be working together, but he's just like, never got any of the stuff. Like, "Oh, I need video editing software." Okay, I got video editing software now. Well, I had video editing software. I just updated it to the 2020 edition because it was like years out of date. But then we never did anything. I had ideas, but apparently they weren't good enough for him. I think this is also something I'll do. I'll just rant about all the crap that I went through as part of as a therapeutic session. Can I ban people on YouTube? I really hope I can. Ah, crap, I dropped a piece. do a whole series breaking my silence, the truth about him. I won't say his name. Like, I know that. Well, I would hope that if he does start his own, if he does actually start his own channel, like he keeps saying he will, that he would leave my name out of it, because like I've ranted about him on my podcast and everywhere, but I've never said his name because I don't want people going after him. Like, let's go. Like the beef is between me and him. I don't want any outside people involved, or like, it's personal. It's between us. Like, I don't want people on the internet going after him because, like, oh, you upset my favorite author or YouTuber. Like, no, don't do that. This is between us. I'll rant and I'll rave about him, but I won't say his name because, like I said, this is between us. You guys don't get involved or shouldn't get involved. This is a personal thing between two people. Because we know personal stuff about each other, but I'm not just gonna like blast all of his info on the internet, say, hey, like, do all this or do all that. Like, no. That took him a good segment. I mean, Jesus. Okay. Let's get back to the actual fan fiction. Like I said, so since me and Stereotypical Gamer have been working together a lot, he'll be my first interviewer, or interviewee, I guess. I don't know the word. Again, how can you be a writer but not know fucking words? I'm gonna interview him. We're gonna the first couple interviews. I'm not gonna interview him about all of his stories at once. I'm gonna do one video about one story. That way it doesn't get too convoluted and messy. The first one will be my personal favorite of his. It's called "Bring You Sunshine." I love that story. I've reread it an embarrassing amount of times. I've said this multiple times during our podcast. I've read it so many times, and I don't care who knows it. I will keep saying how many times I read it, because I love it so much. And that'll be the start. Second one will be what I think it's his favorite, because when he introduces himself, that's the one he mentions. It's called "What Embers Remain." And that will be the second interview. The third, we'll pick a story after that. I haven't read all of his works. He's been working on one, and I haven't read it because I like to read stories when they're done. It's very I don't want to say it's very rare, but yeah, there are very little stories that I'll just, oh, new chapter, gotta read it. I'll wait till it's done. Because unlike a show or movie, I guess, where people, I guess the right word is take things seriously. Because with the show RWBY, like, as soon as the episode comes out, like, all the reactors and Twitter blows up with what stuff happened in that episode, so I'm just like, okay, gotta give it a watch before I get spoiled. But I think that's why I like fan fiction, because nobody spoils it for you, unless it's something like, unless you're in like a server, like I am, but I don't read his works. I do, but like I said, I wait till they're done. And not to mention or not gamers, the server that I'm in, but his are horrendously long. Like, holy crap, like, how do you, like, it's both fascinating and upsetting at the same time. It's just like, how do you write all of that? Like, I want to be on that level, but at the same time, though, it's just like, it's exhausting to read. Like, I feel like that didn't make a lot of sense, but makes sense in my head. I'm back to... Yeah, he has a story about Blake and Yang. He has a story about Jean and Ren, or not Jean and Ren, Jean and Raven. That's, I remember that one. I don't remember it a lot. I just remember the ending because of what happens to Raven, which I won't spoil here. I'll wait for the interview. I guess you can already make the conclusion of, like, how ominous that sounded, I guess, but still. That's the idea. I'll wait till the interview to talk about spoilers and such. There's a moth at my window. It is moth season here in Texas. They are so annoying because I'll wake up and there's a moth in my room. Like, how did you even get in? Where did you even come from? What the hell? Awkward silence. Don't know what to talk about. And this sort of thing is why I wanted to do Twitch, but I could never get it down. So that's why I stuck to YouTube. But yeah, like, so I can avoid silences, because I don't like videos that are just full of dead air. Like, I want to engage with people, but like I said, it's just... Can't really do that without a live audience. I mean, I know YouTube has a live feature, but once again, don't know how to do that. Like I said, technology, I'm not good with. Oh, I have to... And now, all 4 wings are complete. Now the question becomes, how do I unfold them? With, I mean, you can manually do it, but I mean, like, how do you do it in the How are you supposed to do it? Would be the right word. Figure that out. Because right now, we're doing the rear engines. I have a feeling I'm getting like a lot of these terms wrong. And somebody who's like an actual like Star Wars aficionado will be like, "You're saying all these wrong. That's the wrong term." Which I've done. Like, when it comes to StarCraft lore and spaceships and all that, I'm the same way. I know the StarCraft lore, series, and ships, so it's just like when they get stuff wrong and they're supposed to be like this, like, we're this channel of what's it called? I don't even know the right word. Oh, we're lore experts. And I'm just like, you're not even doing it right. You're not even saying the right faction names and such. Okay, the rear. I do that 4 times. Set them up. 3 at a time. 2. 3. I never liked people that did that. It's like, this is a personal matter. I'm gonna have my fan base go attack him. It's like, why? Like, this is, if it's a personal matter, why are you involving your fan base? That doesn't make any sense. It's like right now, like I said, not naming any names because this is between me and him. It's a personal issue. I remember one time on YouTube, one of the reactors I follow was someone made a comment that you've lost a subscriber, and she like went on a rant about him, and her whole fan base attacked him. I don't remember the details. I'm pretty sure they're gonna say like, oh, she didn't make her fan base attack him. It's like, yes, she did. If you're gonna call someone out like that and like show screenshots and not blur out his name or not do anything like that, you're calling him out. Like, that's just not right. Like, and she's such a bigger channel than the guy she was yelling at. Like, now you're really unbelievable. It's just like, you are so much bigger than him. And your boyfriend's a YouTuber too. And he has a significant following as well. So now you're both attacking. Now you and him are both attacking him. And your fan base is. It's like, I can't believe you. Like, I used to enjoy your content. Like, you used to be pretty good. And now that's just shitty. Like, what is the matter with you people? Those are the rear thrusters, I guess. I don't know if thrusters is the right word. I'm sorry. Attach them. Load the photon torpedoes. Oh, so apparently I'm just supposed to press down on this, and this will do it. Oh, well, I guess so. Yeah, just press down on it. All right. And that is the new re-released X-Wing. Like I said, there are parts that are completely different. Like I said, once again, the engines used to be one piece. This wasn't a part of it. It used to be a little rubber band. I remember R2-D2 going lower into it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me on my first, I'll call this series Nostalgical Legos, because I have other ideas for this series. I'll do, like, nostalgic video games, and, nostalgic movies. I don't want to be like the nostalgia critic. I want to do stuff that's, like, specific for my childhood, and probably a lot of stuff my age demographic will get and understand. But yeah, here it is. The X-Wing. The fighter that killed the Death Star. If any of you actually got that reference, congratulations. For those that didn't, that's a Rogue Squadron reference. It's an old 64 game. Alright, this has been General War Thunder on Nostalgic Legos. I'll see you next time.